Despite being tagged as exceptional computing resources for unhindered gaming, streaming, and productivity-centered tasks, the 17-inch laptops haven't received the popularity that they deserve. With portability seekers opting for the 13-inch machines and professionals relying way too much on 15-inch laptops, 17-inch displays have been left behind in the pecking order, owing to the massive footprint and questionable functionalities. Therefore, a majority of the video editors, photo editors, programmers, game developers, graphic designers, artists, etc. prefer opting for these humongous machines. Not only that, but you can also appease the gamer within by getting it, as the wider screen will ensure 100% visibility of the associated elements. In this video, we will discuss the top 5 best 17-inch laptops. So let's get started. Number 5. LG Gram 17. The LG Gram 17 is probably the only gadget on this list that doesn't come with a class-leading graphics processing unit. This signifies the professional compatibility of this machine and the feature set it specifically stresses upon. Under the hood, the Gram 17 from LG houses the graphics-optimized Intel Core i7-1065G7 processor, boasting an exceptional single-core clock speed of up to 3.9 GHz. Supporting the quad-core processor is the Intel Iris Plus integrated graphics module. What stands out, though, is that the processor still supports the Turbo Boost technology and comes equipped with hyper-threading support, making it quite a handy resource for the more demanding editing and academic tasks. As far as system memory is concerned, you get a 16 GB DDR4 module, which is more than adequate for running VM, stock trading, managing business, finance analysis, writing documents, and other professional indulgences. Storage-wise, LG stacks in two 512 GB SSD modules. Therefore, regardless of the storage module you choose for the apps or the Windows 10 Home OS, the boot-up speeds are still unbelievably fast.
Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance.
Number 4. MSI Creator 17M. If we were to highlight one of our favorite gadgets on the list, the MSI Creator 17M would be the first one to get a go-ahead. While the specs sheet is completely price justified, it is the slimness of profile and unmatched portability that make this the perfect 17-inch laptop to consider. Processing power is rendered by the Intel Core i7-10750H chipset, capable of clocking at turbo speeds of up to 5 GHz. The hexa-core processor is perfectly assisted by the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2060 GPU, an exceptional gaming resource and a much better ally for ray-traced 3D rendering other creative tasks. You also get access to 6 GB VRAM, which reverberates perfectly with texture-centric demands. As far as multitasking is concerned, the Creator 17M comes equipped with 16 GB of system memory, perfectly segregated into 2 channels, each with 8 GB RAM to show for. As far as storage is concerned, the 1 TB solid-state drive with NVMe support is more than adequate for a standard user. MSI also offers the interactive Windows 10 Home Edition OS, straight out of the box, for a more fulfilling professional experience. The 17.3-inch screen is one of the sharpest in play, courtesy of the 72% NTSC color gamut. Furthermore, the IPS screen also exhibits an overall resolution of 1920 x 1080 pixels, followed by a decent screen refresh rate of 144 Hz. This feature, along with the high-end GPU, allows you to play some of the more demanding and mid-range games at 1080p preset without experiencing screen tearing. MSI also includes the anti-ghosting, backlit keyboard, amplified speakers, HD webcam, and a smooth touchpad. As far as structural innovation is concerned, the aluminum-clad chassis weighs a mere 4.85 pounds and also showcases a lifted design for optimal typing and maximized heat dissipation. In terms of connectivity, you get access to Gen 2 Type-C and other functional slots to facilitate faster data transfers, followed by Ethernet output and Wi-Fi AC compatibility. MSI churns out a more than decent battery backup of up to 7 hours, which readily adds a lot of heft to the existing portability quotient, in case you want a 17-inch notebook that can be carried around with ease. If you're looking for a different configuration, feel free to check out the other MSI laptops.
Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance.
Number 3. HP Omen 17. In case you are in the market for an insanely powerful, rugged, and future-proof machine, the HP Omen 17 is the perfect laptop to consider. For starters, you get access to a resourceful, hexa-core, Intel Core i7-11800H chipset. The existing CPU is more than capable of handling single and multi-core reliant tasks with ease, courtesy of the maximum clock speed of up to 4.6 GHz and the much-anticipated hyper-threading technology. Lending assistance to the chipset is the high-end NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3060 GPU that comes integrated with 6 GB VRAM. The graphics conglomerate is more than capable of professional gaming with coverage extended to some of the latest AAA titles like Watch Dogs Legion, Mafia Definitive Edition, Death Stranding, and more. Multitasking requisites, disk caches, and gaming files are handled and retrieved seamlessly by the 16 GB dual-channel RAM. The upgradable chunk of system memory processes data and files at almost 2,933 MHz, which is more than adequate for a professional. Storage-wise, you get a 512 GB solid-state drive to rely on. The NVMe-compatible storage drive loads the Windows 10 OS, demanding games, and other associated files with considerable ease. Last but not least, even the storage drive supports upgradability as HP offers a dedicated M.2 slot for pairing an SSD of choice. The display is certainly top of the line with both creative and gaming relevance. For starters, you get access to a 17.3-inch sizable panel with an overall resolution of 1920 x 1080 pixels. Complementing the same is the 100% sRGB color gamut and the power-efficient WLED backlit technology.
Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance.
Number 2. Alienware M17R3. The M17R3 from Alienware is one of the better-looking 17-inch notebooks on the list, best characterized by a magnesium-clad structure and a class-leading processing conglomerate. Under the hood, Alienware M17R3 houses the hexa-core Intel Core i7-10750H chipset, capable of reaching clock speeds of up to 5 GHz if and when necessary. The existing CPU is therefore capable of reaching exceptional single and multi-threaded performances, which makes it equally efficient for gaming and other professionally demanding tasks. What works well for the M17R3 is the high-speed 16 GB RAM unit, helping the CPU with gaming logic, 3D modeling, rendering, using Cinema 4D, and other trivial tasks. In terms of storage support, the 1 TB PCIe storage drive is quite sufficient for any kind of professional indulgence. Regardless, the SSD still loads the pre-existing Windows 10 OS in a heartbeat. As far as the visual spread is concerned, the 17.3-inch display is sharp and color accurate, courtesy of the 100% color gamut. However, it is the overall resolution of 1920 x 1080 pixels that makes all the difference when viewing angles and excellent sunlight visibility is concerned. Not just that, Alienware also showcases anti-glare properties for keeping ocular strains within manageable limits. What works well for the professionals is the 4-zone backlit keyboard, whereas gamers can make the best use of the N-key rollover and anti-ghosting features.
Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance.
Number 1. Razer Blade Pro 17. In case you want a powerful 17-inch laptop mainly for your gaming indulgences, nothing beats the credibility of the Razer Blade Pro 17. Not only that, but you can also use this machine for professional tasks such as machine learning, video editing, web development, etc. Processing performances are taken care of by the Intel Core i7-10875H, which is a future-proof octa-core processor with vPro functionality. The existing CPU is also capable of assuming a turbo clock speed of 5.1 GHz, which allows you to handle every complicated professional task with ease. Nonetheless, the multi-threaded nature of operations ensures that gaming logic and NPC are processed with ease and precision. Graphics support is rendered by the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super GPU, a module capable of running almost every high-end game at Ultra 1080p presets. Therefore, if you are more into playing complex games like Minecraft, WoW, LoL, Overwatch, the Watch Dogs Legion, and Flight Simulator 2020 hitting over 50 FPS at all times at Ultra 1080p settings, this is the perfect gadget to consider. As far as system memory is concerned, you get a dual-channel RAM module, translating into 16 GB of onboard memory. However, the RAM unit processes data and temporary files at 2,933 MHz, which speeds up the CPU operations considerably. Next in line is the 512 GB storage support that can be upgraded as per preferences. Not just that, the NVMe-compatible storage unit speeds up the Windows 10 OS and application loading processes. Then again, it is the 17.3-inch screen that stands out, courtesy of the slimmer bezels and the compact form factor associated with the Blade Pro. Furthermore, you also get to experience an overall resolution of 1920 x 1080 pixels, followed by an exceptional screen refresh rate of up to 300 Hz.
Here are some pros and cons that I found to be interesting for you. It can help you choose the right product on your importance.